Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back. After the defeat at the hands of the Sandwurm, yet again, the plan has officially become Screw the Plan. I will show that at the end of this episode for those who are interested in seeing it, but essentially I'm going to have Jubert in front here, who I don't expect to move because he has 110% move resistance. I'm going to be using Withstand to up his move resistance even more. He has Hardy Helmet, which is hopefully going to up his move resistance even more, and his stun resistance. I'll also be using Revenge to up his damage, and then all he's going to be doing is chopping the tongue and other things when he has the ability to. We have the Thrall Gond, who's also just going to be punching things when he's moved out of range. He is going to be using Tremors to just target the tongue, so he's never really losing damage on the tongue. Otherwise, all I'm going to have him do is Savagery. And he's also going to have Indomitable to heal himself if absolutely necessary. We're going to have a Dredge, who I'm basically going to have 100% of the time in mech mode. Not sure how that's going to work out, but it's going to be punchy punch time. And then we have another Vestal to just heal and clear stun. We're going to see how this one works out. I don't expect it to. I expect everyone to die. We're going to see how that works.
We can ignore this matter no longer. A worm is impeding us. A worm so ancient that it has grown beyond comprehension. Not only does it threaten to cause cave-ins down below, it terrorizes those on the surface, friend and foe alike. If we are to proceed, we must do the unthinkable and defeat this Leviathan of the sands. If we are to strike the heart of the troglodytes, we must clear this desert Leviathan from our path.
Alright, come here, you prick.
Kara's attention, we will provide cannon fire. This is it. Hold fast. The gunnery is being ready to aid you.
Alright, really quick overview of the fight for those of you who don't know. Greater Sandwurm has 3,000 health. You can chew through that if you want, but he does massive damage and massive stress damage over time. Well, not over time, just massive stress damage. He can also stun you and move you. He targets multiple people, if not the entire party, with basically everything. Every time you kill the tongue, however, though, which only has 106 health, but is only in the front row, the Flame Seeker, which you will see flying around here in the background, will do about 500 to 550 damage to him every time you take the tongue out. So that's why we're going to be targeting the tongue. It's very evasive, and it doesn't have the protection. So that being said, let's use the torch, because that gives me +5 accuracy for the battle. I'm then going to use Eldritch Core. Didn't expect that to move our Dredge, or our Leper, but that's fine. I'm gonna use the Alum Sensor. And we're gonna Pillar of Steel. We are going to expiate him, however you want to pronounce that, so he heals us on hit. And this is a massive stress, as you can see, 20 to 30 about. I'm going to mark him for the entire battle, but also 30 protection, 30 blight resistance, bleed, and the other resistance aren't much. The move resistance is what we want. Also, I guess we're going to Alum Sensor. Good old dodge there. 8 damage to him. That's not too much. And once again, Honing Oil and Tremor. Pillar of Steel. I was really hoping she wouldn't get moved, but that is fine. She will move back. Reflex Serum, because he can't do what he needs to do from there. And do that. Cannon Fire, 500 damage. Lovely. Now, because the Leper is in a spot where he can't do damage, we're going to Revenge after we Reflex Serum. Reflex Serum, Honing. I guess I didn't need to Honing Oil. And Pillar of Steel. There's most of its health. And I am just gonna top off her. Actually, what I'm gonna do is, just so that does damage to him on his 2 attacks. See, 8. And we're almost at an Affliction level. That's what I don't like about this fight. And Chop. That's a second one. Open Fire. 2/3 of his health gone. A little more. Pillar of Steel. Can we stun it? Not really. So, for gigglies, just in case it does get a turn. And the Leper does more damage against it. Honing Oil just to do more damage. Third Fire. Can you tell I'm a little done with this thing? Oh, it missed. We are gonna heal because we have the Hardy helmet on him, and I do not want him stunned or moving. So I'm gonna target him with this heal. I was hoping it would do more. Oh well. Tremors.
Do not surrender.
That's not great. That's not great. Maybe it'll move them back.
Wounds and fatigue.
There we go. Now he's where I want him.
How much further can one continue at this rate?
So we're gonna Aegis Scale on Gond, or the Dredge. Move him forward. No move, no stun. Gonna Aegis Scale there. Reflex Serum. And go for the tongue. That's a miss. Maim. Get it bleeding if I can. Nope. $39 to $76. We're gonna do that so he doesn't move. Once again, AoE heal. That'll clear the stun. and maim. Open fire. 700 left. Dredge needs to go forward, or the leper needs to go forward.
Act quickly. This life cannot be wasted.
Thankfully, no move. He can only move forward. So, this is where I'm in a bad spot. Can he Solemnity in row 3? I can't even hit him. He can't. Alright, I'm gonna leave it to him and Gond. I should have moved him forward, but oh well.
Stand your
There we go. Alum sensor. And maim. That's another fire into him. $200 damage left. Maw opens. I'm not in a great position. I get the tongue down, I win. AoE heal, now no one dies instantly. Plus Scream, that's possibly going to afflict more people. Vigorous.
Yes, rise above.
Did that make it so no one else got afflicted? Awesome. What now, Mr. Worm? Did I finally take you out?
I have never witnessed such a spectacular victory. I must admit, this was quite the thrill.
I can't believe no one went down from that. There was a few very close calls. And every time I went in there with a plan, it all fell apart so quickly, and usually people died. I went in there going, no plan, this thing dies, I don't care. And it dies? What kind of logic is that? So we did get another corroded floor, and I think I have one of those. And a few gold? Is that really all it had in its belly? Right, back to the Flame Seeker.
None that I have ever seen could achieve such a feat. Your soldiers will be due a set of medals after such an unlikely success.
Alright, so Lingual Cloak, plus 10% max HP on monster kill, clear mark. Not bad. The Toothpick, which looks like a very big sword, plus 10% damage while marked, plus 20% armor piercing while marked. On attack, hit, self mark. So this sounds like, originally this to me sounded like something that would go on the Veiled, but this could really go well on anything. Nothing a bit of hard work and cannon fire cannot fix. 8 dodge if not marked, 8 accuracy while marked. I also got some more amber, I got more gold. Probably not as much gold as I spent on supplies for that stupid thing. No one got a level up. Got quick draw, diffident. Really, you got diffident from that? Considerate. Considerate and coward from that. Oh boy.
So soon after the Great Fall, do some return to the old ways.
So this is something I had mentioned before, and this is why I was saving some lost tech. Those who have ventured into the ruins of Ostendgar are offering their unique services to us. So I can get a Legend Hexer, a Legend Crusader, or a Legend Vestal. All have kind of good quirks for what they have, like the Vestal has mystical skills, and if I recall correctly, Excruciating Pain, Putrefied Flesh, Eroded Mind, all are mystical. Unfortunately, Malform isn't. He has Subdued and Unsubtle. Hot to Trot isn't bad. Stress Faster isn't bad. And then Clotter and Technical are not bad. Imposter Syndrome, though. And then Hastwibber, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Implant, Immune to Disease and Symptoms, +5 Dodge, +4 Speed, and +10% Stress Received. So that could be really good in of itself. They also come fully geared. Level 5 gear, level 5 skills, and the only thing is they don't come with all their camping skills, which, oh well, everything else is really good. So what I'm not sure about is if I can hire all of them, or if I can only hire one. So that being said, I no longer have a Crusader. My Crusader has died from my few attempts at the Enchantress. So I definitely want to get one of these, just to have him in the bag, even if he isn't the best one of these, just quirk-wise. Although a Religious Crusader, I think, is actually one of the better things that he could have. I'm not entirely sure on that, just based on camping skills. So I'm going to grab him. Why can't I grab him? Oh, because my thing is full. Like, I can't. Why? What is problem? I have no room in...
I see this one could not earn their keep. Unfortunate.
Would-be holy warriors plague these lands. This man shall show what true devotion is.
I'm kind of tempted to grab the Hexer. Honestly, I'm tempted to get all of them. So I can have Clotter, and then immunity to symptoms and disease, and then the dodge and speed on a Vestal while going into the... I have an idea. I 100% think this is worth it.
This ship has no place for the incapable.
And Rune, how are you? Yeah, I think you're worth getting rid of. So I know that was a lot of Lost Tech, but...
There's no place for those lacking in constitution.
A Hexer with 30 dodge off the bat, and then some other stuff is pretty good, I think. So that's really cool. I haven't checked any of this stuff yet. I could get another level 4 Dredge. And I've been having some fun with them lately, so I might do that. I'm not sure. I kind of wish that the roster was a little bigger. I'm having some problems with that, if I'm being totally honest. And this. There are some of these I'd like to get. I'd really like to try out the Perfumer's Needle and some other stuff here, but that'll be something for another time because I obviously don't have enough for Find Amber Dust. There's only one boss here left on the list, which is the Levantine Enchantress. I have ideas for her. I do. I am just not sure which I would like to do, because I will show you what I have attempted, and they have gone horribly. Do I even have... Let me do this. So I have tried an XB8 group that was looking like this. The problem with this group, and I did it twice. The first time, I didn't have anyone set up so that they could target row 3 and 4, except for the Crusader with Zealous Accusation. I did not get to the boss. The second time, I did. However, I ran into the Sand Charmer and it turned into a 15-minute fight. It took all of my recording time to get to the Sand Charmer, beat the Sand Charmer, and then a fight after that, and everyone was in such bad shape because of that fight, stress-wise, health-wise, I just had to call it. I then tried a group that looked like... Yes, I know the Vestals are a problem. I use them all the time. I'm gonna admit it. I believe it was something like this. I don't remember if it was a Houndmaster or if it was a... Was it a Hellion? I don't remember who my third bleeder was. I'd have to go and look back. It might have been a Hellion. It might have been a Man-at-Arms. It might have been a Jester. I don't remember. But it was something along the lines of this. And I got to almost the boss, like 3 rooms away from the boss, and the third bleeder died. And the second after that, the flagellant died. So I went into the boss fight knowing that nothing was going to good come out of it, essentially looking like this. Oh no, it wasn't even that. It was the flagellant and the Thrall. So I knew I didn't even have a healer, and I just wanted to see the boss, just to figure out a few mechanics. So I've seen her once. I did not even get a spirited attempt into it, because Gond here, who actually did see the boss, and I'm not sure if it was this flagellant or a different flagellant. I think the flagellant actually died, to be honest. Basically got a few hits in on the boss, and I went, well, I know I'm not going to win. I saw the boss. I know a few of the mechanics. I know what can and can't be reposted thanks to Gond having Menace on at the time. Let's call it so I don't lose everything. And I'll put a few of those clips in if I still have them. And I'll put in the clip of what I fought with the Sandworm here at the end too, just to show you guys if you want to see that. But yeah, so next time I will go and fight the Levantine Enchantress. I will find a group for it. I have a few ideas, like I said, one of which actually leverages the Dredge again. But I would need to de-stress him a bit, so that would be 1 or 2 away, because I don't think I have another Dredge, if I chose to do that. The second one, I want an AoE group, or something that can bypass guards. So I'm just kind of looking around here. Oh, I have bypass guard knockback. That could be really good, or really, really bad for me. Okay, I have an idea, so I'll kind of solidify the idea, but I think I have a working plan in order for the boss. I'm just really excited I got that sandworm down. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please, have a good one.
If we are to strike the heart of the troglodytes, we must clear this desert leviathan from our path. When you have the mighty terror's attention, we will provide cannon fire. This is it. Hold fast. The gunnery is being ready to aid you. Terrible horror, knowing what's mine. The obstacle is removed. strives into the ground. Surrender. We need you. Bravery has been forsaken in the throes of combat. The task is too daunting for this one. On your feet. Thrives into the ground. Your ground. Strength fades. The wound closes, the bones are mended. Press on. Surrender. We need you. Stand tall. You must recover. Act quickly. This life cannot be wasted. Without faith in one another, how can we survive? The teeth grit, they cling to life. Can one continue at this rate? We have lost that most precious treasure today. Your strength is tested. To handle the suffering, they've come to admire it. The destructive adoration of pain